Alright, hello and welcome back to another 3v3 fastest map on StarCraft Remastered Brood Wars. We're going to go ahead and jump into this one. I went and looked at my file, and the files, the documents that I have about these replays. This one was done in September of 2018, even though it says the date was the 26th. That's just when I uploaded it. So, game from pretty long ago. This is one that I'm not involved in, so this must have been one that I was either watching with someone else or streaming or something. But let's go ahead and look at these teams. Up in the right, top right corner is Kuzumi. Then down here is Hola. I've actually seen Hola play before. They're not a bad team or player. And Oko 80 is the blue Zerg, excuse me. So we got Zerg, Protoss on this team, and then up here we got Paparazzo. That's the teal Terran. Down here in the bottom right corner we got Leo, and then a bunch of numbers over here, the brown Protoss. We got Protoss, Terran Zerg versus Zerg, Protoss. Pretty interesting one. Let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go ahead and do our APM check while we're watching everyone get sort of started in their builds. So we've got looks like 3 people above 100. Hola is flirting around 200 along with Kuzumi. This brown Protoss is up around 100, and then everyone else is sort of low here. This is kind of the area in which I operate usually. So if we're looking at this top team with yellow, red, and blue, they seem to be the ones that have the early advantage. So let's see what everyone's doing early on. So this guy's got the wall off. He's going to go ahead and get his barracks up, or his bunkers up, and maybe we'll do factories, who knows. Alright, this guy's getting his initial hatcheries up. This guy's getting a hatchery up. We've got some barracks with a bunch of supply depots going down. He does have his bunker right next to his mineral patch. That's something that everyone should consider doing because it's pretty important to protect that one mineral patch in this mode. And then over here, oh, we got an early attack from Red. Alright, Red must smell something. Alright, this guy's starting to get some cannons up. Yeah, and he decides to back off. Alright, so that guy's got 4 gateways up right going early, and he's got them moving. Let's go ahead and see if we see any early upgrades. It would be really early for upgrades to happen right now, but we're not seeing any. This guy's really going. I actually played a game recently where I built up in this left corner where this guy's playing, and I built almost the exact same way. I kept my barracks sort of where this supply depot is right here. But yeah, if you put a few tanks behind this, it's a pretty tough thing to crack. And look, he's already getting a starport up. I really like the way this guy's playing early on. Alright, so Red's looking to try to attack, so we'll try to keep our eye on him. Yellow's just kind of macroing up. Yeah, this is I gotta learn how to build like this. I love the way they do this L shape, leaving this sort of triangle right here for Sunkens. It makes them really safe and hard to attack. So I like that. I like the way this guy's playing. Let's see what Blue's doing. Blue's a little slow on the draw. He is up over 100 APM though. But 4 hatcheries, no units. He's getting gas going. Alright, let's look at this other team. Paparazzo, safe. Good start, but it's going to need a little bit more than that. This guy also pretty safe. He's got the 4 barracks. He's got factories on the way. And then teammate over here. This guy. Now he's got double forges getting upgrades early on. Oh, triple forges. Okay. So this guy's getting upgrades. Now he's starting to get the gateways going. He was a little slow getting the gateways to start. So maybe looking for a little bit of economy to begin with. Yeah, with that nexus down there. Here's 3 nexuses over here. Getting his cybernetics core going. Alright, so let's see if we can speed this up and see what's going on. Look, it seemed like something was going to happen with Red attacking Brown, and then he stopped. So now everyone's just sort of getting ready. Red's thinking about stuff. This guy's got some tanks. Looks like he's getting his starports up. This guy's had way big of an opportunity here to just sort of, he's getting his Hydralisk Den up. He's really going to start getting exploding here. Alright, still not seeing any attacks. This guy's getting his hatcheries up. So this is where Zerg can be very dangerous. This is where his Terrans, if you don't have a bunch of tanks at this point, you might be in trouble. Alright, Red. He's still doing stuff. Alright, so waiting for someone to do something, so... And it's like you can't just, you know, race in willy-nilly. You need to think about what you're doing. That's what I kind of do. I just sort of throw in willy-nilly. Because this is the part of the game that makes me anxious, when I know that people are getting forces and doing stuff, and I'm just like, we need to do something or I'm going to die, because I'm not nearly as good at macroing up as these other guys are. Alright, so Purple's got his factories going. He's getting tanks out. This guy's got his tanks going, and he's getting his battle cruisers going, so that's good. Alright, he's also got some drops. I'm looking around to see if I'm missing something, maybe? No one's doing anything sneaky. I guess Red was attacking Brown again over here. Brown's got 1/1s now. On this guy, who doesn't have any upgrades. I'm not quite sure what Ola's doing. I guess he's trying to macro up now after not macroing before. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's got some Dark Templar coming in. That's going to be crucial. Oh man, this guy's got a lot of forces invested in this. And here comes Purple to sort of support it. Here comes Yellow to try to stop it. Oh man, Yellow's just sending the Hydralisks. Oh my gosh, Purple just got destroyed. Alright, here's Teal. He's got battle cruisers, but only a few of them. Alright, so Red's like... Alright, Red has now gotten himself together. Now, he needs to start building units. So building stuff to protect himself, but he's got all these robotics facilities. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do with that. If maybe storm drops or something. This guy's getting his battle cruisers out. Alright, now Yellow decides to attack Brown. Brown has like a... Oh, Brown's at 2/2 now. This guy has no upgrades. Now this guy's coming in with his support. Oh, the Hydralisks are kind of blocking the Zerglings. Alright, so now the Zerglings are coming in. Ooh, that's looking good. The Zerglings... Oh, the storms just destroy the Zerglings. Alright, so Brown... He's just going... Wow! I didn't even realize that he had this. Look at all of these gateways. That is absolutely insane. Alright, so he starts moving out. This guy's looking to try to get some storm drops going. Alright, here comes a big drop over here. So he's dropping all kinds of Hydralisks. I don't think this is going to be as successful as he hoped it would be. He's causing some havoc. He does take away his ability to get more battle cruisers out, but now the battle cruisers are out and they're at 1s. And he's just sort of been left to do this. That was a nice little drop though, I have to say. Alright, here comes Blue over here with the Guardians. Oh my goodness. That's it for Purple. Looks like Yellow tried to drop on this guy, not successfully. Here's some Dark Archons. I don't know what he's doing with all these Archons. He looks like he wants to do some kind of crazy drop. Alright, so... Alright, we'll slow down a little bit now since things are starting to heat up. Alright, so Blue's pretty much taking out Purple. Purple's trying to fly to one of his friends. Yeah, Purple's going to fly to Brown, but there's barely any room for him to even do anything over in this base. Alright. This guy's got all these drop ships. Oh, now he's moving in on Red. Oh, he snipes with the Yamada guns. He snipes the base. Alright, so maybe he's trying to do mind control with these guys? I think that's what he might be trying to do with the Dark Archons. Alright, so he's got Archons. He's got Templar. I don't know what Red's doing. Just letting Teal waltz in on him. Alright, here's Brown moving in on... Looks like Yellow. Blue's getting more Guardians ready. And he's got Mutalisks. Yellow's got 1-1s. Yellow's got a pretty good infrastructure, but he needs to figure out something because he's about to have a zillion zealots up his butt. Alright, here comes blue to sort of stop this. Oh, but he's getting... Oh, those storms! Oh, the storms are destroying all the guardians! Ah! Dude, brown is playing amazing. Look at him, 165 APM. He's really sort of stepped up what he's doing. Oh, look at him storm those Hydralisks. Oh my gosh, this guy's like 1v2ing them. You've got these fully, like, so many hatcheries between these three guys, and they just cannot get it done somehow. Alright, purple's down here, sort of rebuilding. Brown's still just got 1,000 units. He's getting Corsairs out. Now they're trying to get in on him, thinking maybe, I don't know what you're doing this. What are you doing that for? Alright, so he's destroying his own base. Looks like he's maybe trying to get like a bigger bunch of cannons in front. Alright, here comes yellow. Alright, so yellow and blue are putting the pressure on. Teal still kind of killing. Alright, so red is about to do something. He's been waiting for this moment this entire game to do this. Let's see what he does. Alright, so yellow still pushing in on blue, on brown. Brown's got all these Templar. Alright, he's got these. I think they're full of Archons. Is that what they're full of? Alright, blue is still... I mean, this guy is just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I'm just at a loss. Alright, so here he comes. This is like the death drop of death drops. He literally waited his entire game to die to do this. Alright, so he's just throwing 1,000,000 Archons right in the middle of this guy's base. Alright. Meanwhile, these Guardians are coming in. Oh, let's see these storms. Our Corsairs are coming in to help. Yellow's coming in to try to attack Teal, now that Teal's all destroyed. Oh man, look at this. Teal. I mean, red, I guess that was worth it, because he's pretty much taken out Teal, and now... Oh man, but look at this front defense. He can't break it. Alright, so this guy finally leaves the game because he's got too much coming in on him. I guess these guys didn't have enough energy? I felt like they did. I felt like with all the stuff that he had going on, that felt like an early leave. And then this guy leaves too. Wow, so red, that drop that red did, even though he was pretty much dead, changed the tides completely. I don't know what happened to Teal, because there's so much other things going on in the map. But he had all those battle cruisers and he lost them. I don't quite understand what happened. I don't know if the Mutalisks got him or what. Oh, this guy was coming in with Dilfers. Or Defilers, I mean. Zerglings, yeah. So, those Zergs did win out, but it was really because of him coming in. Look at that, 63 kills. It was just sitting there. That's crazy. It was just sitting there killing all those probes. That death drop pretty much helped break Teal. And then these guys just came in behind it. Just overwhelming force. I would just say, like, if you're brown and you're purple and you're... Who's the other guy? Teal, you got to kill one of these Zergs quickly, because you let them macro up like that, you know. It's all she wrote. Alright, so that was a pretty good one. Go ahead and look at the units. Look at that. 559 units produced by one of those Zergs. The other one produced 549. Like, you just can't... It's so hard to deal with that. I mean, look, he killed almost 500, but they produced 1,000 between them, so... It's just hard to make it happen. That guy built a lot of structures. As did Ola. As did this guy. I mean, his base was incredible. And we're looking at gas and resources, yeah. It's interesting looking at those numbers sometimes. They kind of tell a story. I'm feeling pretty fresh after that one. Let's see if we can find another good one here. 290. What do you got for us? Oh boy. Here's a game with me in it. It looks like a pretty good mix of players. Alright, so we'll go ahead and watch this one. Why not? Alright, number 290. I don't know if it's said necessarily when this one was, but Probably an older one. Alright, so let's go ahead and look in the top left corner. We got Queso Luna, the yellow Protoss. On his team is over here is the orange Zerg, Haru, S2. And then also on their team is John Redcorn down here in the left bottom corner. I'm sort of like this, like bluish color. I wouldn't necessarily say blue, like a light blue, sky blue. And the other team, Jason, the the white Protoss. And then over here we've got the magenta Terran P OBLFL. Okay. And then over here we got Zizo 0898. People got the weirdest names in StarCraft. Like, you can't, they're not even like clever, they're just weird and like, I don't know. But anywho, let's go ahead and do our APM check. If you look, Jason over here, the white Protoss is like at 400. So knows what he's going to do. Let's see what he's going to do. And then also, up around 300 is this orange Zerg Haru. So, pretty standard sort of opening, so we'll speed things up and see what we're doing. Let's look and see what everyone seems to be getting ready for. So this guy, pretty standard opening. He's getting some early gas. He does have someone coming out of the gateway, but it's only one gateway. Let's see if he starts building some more. He sure does. Over here, we've got 3 barracks opening with the supply depot there. This guy already attacking. Interesting. This guy's got some bunkers coming up. Got some barracks. Got his engineering bay. So he's just sending a guy to sort of check out what's going on. Ooh, so there's an early attack here by the Zealot right at the base. The Marine takes him out pretty easily. So that was interesting. Alright, so there's some early scouting going on. This guy's over down here checking out what's going on there. He does send a guy up here who's just attacking this gateway because he had sent out scouts. Alright, so this is sending his guy back. He's got some decent Marines here. Alright, so everyone's sort of getting their early units up. This guy's sort of walling himself in. Looks like he's getting early sort of technology going. Alright, looks like yellow starting with the upgrades early. That's something I also like to watch. Let's see if we see any more upgrades. Alright, over here, blue is getting up. Oh, that's me. I'm getting upgrades, so that's good. Alright, so I'm down here. Get my Marines, get my factory, get another command center. Alright. Nothing too crazy to start. We got some Dragoons on the field. Looks like that's what he wants to try to make. Mass Dragoons. Alright, so now we've got Orange getting ready to start getting big. This guy's going off just 2 gateways. He's building some defenses. Making sure he's safe from drops. This guy, yeah, he looks like he's getting ready to do some Templar drops. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on white because he's getting ready to do a Templar drop. Alright, still nothing so far. This guy's starting to get quite a few gateways going. This guy's got quite a few Marines. He's getting his boxing going. I've got myself some Marines and some tanks. Looks like I'm moving out to do something. Alright. Oh, and there's the drop. Here comes the drop from white. Let's see if he can finish it. Going in sort of slow. Drops the... Oh! That's someone who knows what they're doing, man. You drop the Zealots first. They take some of the... Oh, man, look at him. He even had another one ready to take out the guys on the gas. That is just nasty. That is nasty work. Alright, so he's getting ready to do more. So we'll keep an eye on white sort of flying around the map. And it's actually great because he's got his partner here to sort of help him get there. Alright, we'll see. It looks like he's trying to drop on me now. And boy, is he going to have an easy time doing it because all of my units are up here. And I have a feeling this is not going to go well for me. Oh man, look at that. Just, it couldn't possibly be easier for him. Oh my gosh, just complete destruction of all my SCVs. I do send a tank there. We'll take out that guy, but I mean, the damage is done. So he's effectively destroyed the, the complete economy of Orange and me. Now he's flying over to try to do it to Yellow. Yellow looks like it's not going to be able to be possible with him. He looks like he's planning some drops of his own. Here comes White. Oh man, might not be enough. Is it enough? It is enough. Unless he somehow got up in the corner over there. I can't tell if he did or not. I don't think he got in on him. Alright, so Yellow's the only one who survived all of that dropping, so we're gonna have to really rely heavily on him. Now I do have some units up and I'm looking okay, but I'm just gonna have to spend all of my energy like defending myself now from him doing this over and over again. Alright, I don't know if he tech switches now or if he keeps trying to do this. It looks like he's gonna keep trying to do it. Alright, he's saying let's move out. I think he's absolutely right. We could easily kill this guy. He does have some plasma shield upgrades, but like if we all together do it, he's right. We'll definitely destroy and make it happen. Alright, so I'm trying to be annoying to this guy. Alright, Orange is moving out. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Alright, so big move out's happening. Big battle. White is like, this might be the perfect time to go do a big drop. So we'll watch this. Here we come, just storming in on this guy. Oh man. Alright, so White's like, I've got to back off. Oh no, I think he destroyed them again. I just missed it. Alright, so this guy's actually dropping his Templar now so we can save this guy. Oh, look at those storms on all of our units. Alright, so this guy's moving in with his units. Oh, this is not good. Alright, so we'll zoom out. Still don't see any drops happening. Alright, so yeah, we're getting pinched here a little bit. But this guy doesn't have too much. He might have just enough to keep us from breaking him because of the way that Magenta's sort of moving in on us. Alright, so we're moving out of Magenta's tank range. Now we're just moving in on this guy's base. We're trying to take out his forge. I guess that's smart. Take away his ability to build cannons. Okay. Alright, so we're doing damage to this guy, but not consequential enough damage. Alright, here he comes with another drop. He's gonna try to drop on... Is he gonna try to drop on Yellow? I think he's very adamant to try to do that. Alright, he's got some Dark Templar to help. Orange is... Yeah, Orange's macro has slowed down so much because of how much he's had to just repair his base. Alright, so this guy's going to try to move in on Orange now. Yellow. Yeah, he just hasn't been able to get in on Yellow with the drop. I think he's still trying, but there's just no way. Alright. He's still looking to drop, though. He's got Dark Templar now. I'm interested to see what this guy's doing. Alright, so this... Oh, man. Orange is in a lot of trouble here. He's got tanks in his base, although he's put them in a very precarious place. Oh, man. Alright, so this guy is getting attacked pretty bad. I wonder if he can hold off what he's got. Build units, man. What are you just doing sitting there? I'm trying to come. Alright, White is... Still, what is he doing? Alright, White's just like sending in. He's getting a big drop ready. Alright, here he comes in on me. Another easy, like just so easy. I mean, he's just taking me out so easy, man. This guy is just so good. Jason. I'm just making it too easy for him. Look, I have no defense. All I have is these turrets here. Like, I could just have all kinds of stuff back there, and he would be screwed. Alright, so I'm trying to save this guy, but he leaves. Now, Yellow's actually fought through and attacked Magenta on this with a counter. Like I said, he's going to be the one that sort of like is the one that helps us win this. Alright, here come all the Dark Templar to destroy all my units. Awesome! Awesome! Oh my gosh. Alright, so this guy's still sort of fighting off yellow. Oh, he's still trying to drop on this guy. My goodness. Oh, he finally gets it. Dude, this guy is insane with these drops. How do you... Look at this defense. How do you get in on someone like that? That is crazy. Wow, man. This guy is the drop king. I mean, we really didn't make it hard for him. But, like, man, he was just relentless with it. And this guy really didn't have... Oh, gosh. He really didn't have... leave anywhere to go, but he somehow just sent enough. Look, he's got the scouts as sort of his damage fodder. He's just doing it again. He doesn't need to do anything else. Just build scouts with Templar and dropships. That's all this guy did the entire game. Alright, so yellow's still... He's got a big bank. He's got a lot of units. I mean, he truly doesn't even need to worry about me anymore. Like, I'm just, like, worthless. I mean, this guy's... We're just sort of sitting ducks, waiting for them to do something against us. Continuing to try to keep us... Oh, man, there's all the Dark Templar coming in on me. So I do have Goliaths and tanks. Here he comes with another drop. I mean, just too easy. Look at that. Oh. I mean, he almost destroyed every single SCV that I had. And he did it 3 times in a row, and I never reacted enough to come down here and actually do something about it. I think he's really just trying to drop and stop us into, like, a place where we don't want to even play anymore. Because he's not even really attacking us with any kind of real force. This guy... still trying to get back up from where he got attacked. This guy's still trying to get back up from where he attacked. It's basically 2-on-1 right now. It's basically, honestly, 1-on-1 right now. Alright, so he's sending his big old attack force, dropship attack force up here. Actually, do any of these guys have units in them? No, I think he's just sending them... He's just sending those maybe for supply? Yeah. But all he's building is scouts. They are upgraded. Is this his plan now, to just beat us with scouts? I mean, he could easily kill me with scouts. Yeah, it's sort of an interesting game. Like, everyone is so wounded except for these 2 guys. I mean, even him. When he's been dropped, he's been able to recover just because he has so much going on. Alright, so we're just waiting and watching. That's pretty much until white or yellow does something, nothing is going to happen. Alright, so here we go. He's got his army of scouts. There are 2 2s. He knows, even though I've got Goliaths and I know what he's trying to do, like, it's not going to be enough to stop what he's trying to do right now. He's probably just going to go kill him up with both of my bases. Yeah, he's sending them all in. I think that's his plan, is to just try to take out... Well, actually... Well, this actually is not going as well as I think he thought it would go. Yeah, they definitely are just playing with us. Alright, so he's coming in with these scouts. Yeah, now he's finally... Now that he's cleared out everything, now he's trying to go for it. Yeah, these aren't upgraded enough, no matter how good they are. I don't even think I have the upgrade on the Goliaths. Alright, so he's just flying around now with them. Gosh, he can do whatever he wants. I mean, he knows that he needs to come back and defend this, or he might lose. Alright, so yellow... Yellow's trying to attack white. Actually, it's kind of smart. These scouts are just so numerous. I mean, what do you do against scouts like that? Upgraded scouts when you're behind. Are Dragoons going to be good against that? They very well might be. They're not upgraded enough, though, probably. Alright, so this guy's moving in. I'm moving my Goliaths in. He says noob. Yeah, I'm like, okay. So he's all mad. We're like playing around with him. Yeah. There's a lot of games, dude. That's like the second or third time that I've had a thing where some guy says noob and I say, yeah, that's my habit, eating noobs. Oh, real cool. Well, I was real impressed with this guy. Yeah, I was real impressed with this guy's play until he decided to be lame. And I don't understand why someone would enter a game where you say like beginners only, basically, and then act like you're like hot shit because you're beating a bunch of people that really don't know how to play the game very well. But whatever people got to do to boost their ego, I guess is fine. So I think this is pretty much it. Like white, yeah, I think this is when I must have tapped out. I didn't have anything else to give. White and yellow, we're just sort of playing around with each other. I think this guy would have just been able to. I mean, this guy would have gotten up. I think yellow would have eventually had to have tapped out. But that's a really, I mean, incredible drops. Just sort of sad that it had to end with him just sort of being an asshole. But you know, that's his life. But man, that guy played really, really well. Didn't even have to produce a lot of units. Killed a lot of units. I mean, this guy produced a lot too. I actually would have liked to have seen how the rest of that game worked out, but it kind of seemed like it was a 3-on-1 at that point. But yeah, you got to be prepared for those drops. That's all he focused on the whole game, and he made it happen. But thank you for joining me. I'm glad I got 2 games in. I'll be looking to post some more later on, but thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.